What's going on? Charles Botensten here. So today we're going to be talking about something that really has come up a lot, which is Gary Vaynerchuk. And not only Gary Vaynerchuk, but he talks about self-awareness a lot. And there's been some practical advice on that. I just want to expand on it. And the reason being is that for almost a year and a half, he kept on bringing up, and I'm like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Like, understandable, like self-awareness is a big thing, but there's no like context in that. Like there's a little bit, which is bet on your strengths and hire out your weaknesses, which is really Peter Drucker. And I know that Peter Drucker, highly recommend the book called Managing Oneself. That's awesome that I just remembered that when I gave myself pressure. But it's called Managing Oneself, which is bet on your strengths, which is what Gary Vaynerchuk talks about. And obviously Gary doesn't read, so he just knows why he does things because of how he feels. So he's really going off of not learning and then doing, he's doing and then learning, which is actually better. I think it's better, is that you do, then you learn. For me, learn, then do. You could do both at the exact same time, do and learn. You know, you're kind of simultaneously doing it. But Gary's more of an action guy. I'm more of a learn than do it. So the practical advice, this is what I'm talking about, is that I brought up in another video, is that when I have sugar, I lose a lot of focus, I get lazy, and then I make bad decisions throughout the day, which is I eat worse, I don't get my work done, I don't make sales calls, I'm cranky, I then want more sugar, and then I started looking it up and I said, why does sugar do this? And then sure enough, it hits a part of your system where it literally just, those are the side effects. As well, is that if I drink the night before, even if it's one glass of wine or I go out on a date and I have, you know, two beers or whatever, is that I know the next day I'm a little bit tired. So I looked it up and I said, okay, when I drink, what happens? And sure enough, it says when you drink, you don't sleep as well. You don't get as much deep rest as you do as if you didn't drink. So you have to be self-aware, not on this is the biggest thing, is that people say, I'm tired because I went out last night. Okay? But the thing is, they don't change going out last night. They just keep on doing it, and then they just say, this is how it is. When I have sugar, I'm lazy, who cares? So this is what you have to do, is that you literally have to say, okay, I don't want to be lazy, or I don't want to be tired, or hungover, or sick. What do I need to do to avoid that? And that's what Gary's talking about, is people say all the time, they want all these, I want subscribers, I want followers, I want money, I want a new business, I want this, I want that, but they're not willing to put in the work. So what Gary's talking about is put on 10 years of work, and at the end of it, you're still going to be young, and maybe you'll have a big business. But the thing is, shut your mouth, do deep work in the things that you want without actually chirping about it. People get 1,000 followers, 10,000 followers, and then they just start doing motivational quotes. I was that guy, and then I started looking, dude, what am I doing? I'm nowhere near in the position. I'm not at the end of my life. I'm nowhere near the upper echelon of society on business or money or influence. Why am I chirping so much? And that's the biggest thing, is that self-awareness of, I am not there yet, okay? So I know that I have to be patient on the macro, and then just absolutely insane on the micro. So macro patient, that it's going to take me an extended period of time. As they say in the book Mastery, is that it's going to take you a long time. You know, what's his name? Malcolm Gladwell. I think he was the one that quoted 10,000 hours. But in the book Mastery, it says a sustained amount of intense dedication to your craft, whether that's a sport, music, gym, relationship, body, money, business, whatever the case is, and a sustained amount. But on the micro is every single day, every single hour, every single minute. What are you doing? Okay? Some people are like, well, I put in the 10 years. What were you doing during those 10 years? What were you doing every single day? So you have to know during that day, what is making you get business? What is making you have a great body, great relationship, and then reverse engineer that every single day. When something bad happens in a relationship, you're like, oh, okay, my spouse doesn't like that, or I tried this and it doesn't work. You know, in other words, I tried this way of marketing and I got no sales from it. I got no leads from it. Don't do that again. That's self-awareness. That is looking at it and saying, okay, let's make an evaluation of my life. Let's make an evaluation of all parts of my life, my health, my love, my relationships with my spouse, my friends, my business, my clients. What am I doing with my money? Am I saving money? Am I spending too much money? Why am I in debt? always look and take responsibility. That's the biggest thing, is that nobody's taking responsibility, is that they say, this is how it is. I'm just big boned, or this is just how my relationship is. I'll give you an example. I was at the gym Friday. I work out, I see this guy every single day. We take a couple classes together, and after one of the classes, it's like a CrossFit style, and you know, whatever. So afterwards, I'm talking to him, and I want to reverse engineer people I look up to and people I don't look up to and things like that. He's a guy, I look up to his dedication to the gym, but the relationship and his job and things like that, I want to be doing a little bit better. But I asked him because I'm working out just as hard as he is, and he's 10 years older than me. He's actually, I think he's older than 10 years older. But I look at him, I said, what should I work on? So what I want to do is reverse engineer so I don't have aches and pains and joints and, you know, throw on my back and my knees and my elbows and my shoulders and things like that, because he played sports, I play sports. So I said, what is the number one thing I should be looking forward to or looking out as I age? And you know what he told me? He said low T. Okay, low T is low testosterone. And I said to him, I was like, dude, you're 40, I think he's 42 or 43, right around there. I'm like, what? And he's talking about it. The guy's not having sex. And he's 42, 43. Like, I want to reverse engineer. I don't want to be that. So in other words, be self-aware and say, okay, look it up. And what he's not doing, and this is what I was talking about before, is he says, oh, it's just my age. He's just blaming it on his age. But I'm thinking, I know people that are in their 60s and they're humping once, twice, 3 times a week. Okay? So it's not your age. And then I started asking to him, and, you know, asking a little bit more, and there's some issues, you know, it's like reverse engineer why, if you want something, which is he wants to have relationships that's physical with his wife. I said, okay, reverse engineer that, because you both want the same goal. Don't just blame it on age. Reverse engineer that. It's the same thing with business. It's the same thing with your body. I just brought up relationships, but it's across the board. It's like, if I make sales calls, I will get business. Is it going to be a long time in the future? Probably. It'll probably take 2 to 3 months of sales calls every single day. I went through that. I got hung up on. I got cursed at. Stop calling me. Stop doing this, blah, blah, blah. But then I hit on one. Then I got another one. Then I got another one. And that's the thing, is that through diligent practice, through the tough work, whereas Cal Newport towards the deep work of every single day, just getting a little bit better, the slight edge, see what's working, see what's not working, take inventory, very good work, very good word, take inventory on what's working, what's not working. He wants to have relationships. He wants to get intimate with his wife. Relationships brings me back to like Bill Clinton. He wants to get intimate with his wife, and that's the thing, is that he's not reverse engineering why it's not working, and he's not engineering why it is working, okay? So take inventory of your life, see what you want to change, what you want to delegate, what you want to stop doing, and you either hire it out, you stop doing, or you learn how to do it, or you just do it. Okay? Gary's really good at knowing what he is good at and what he's bad at, and that's essentially what self-awareness is. It's the ability to be here, this is something I'm not good at, taking full responsibility. I'm not good at this. Someone else do this. Someone else help me. I will pay you for that. This is what I'm going to do. Gary's an influencer. Gary's a visionary. Gary's a personality. He's the one that sells. He is the sales guy. He is the Steve Jobs, the Richard Branson, the Elon Musk, the Jeff Bezos. He is that guy that's looking way towards the future. Okay? So I hope that helps a little bit, but take inventory, reverse engineer what you are doing right and wrong, and then engineer how to do that every single day, and then scale that. That was another video that I just do. Scale that throughout your day, every single day, and you'll hit gold in your relationships, your body, your health, your mind. Meditating, it took me 3 years. So now thank God I figured that one out, because that was a total disaster. I shut off my brain for at least 15, 20 minutes a day in the morning. So have an awesome day. Leave your comments below. I hope that helped a little bit. I'm probably going to have a follow-up video because this is super important. But I do recommend Managing Oneself. I do have a book review here. It's one of the most watched videos. It's Managing Oneself by Peter Drucker. So have an awesome day. Talk to you guys soon.